Good afternoon, everyone. 1-2, 1-2. That's me.
1-2, 1-2,
Ewan's
1-2.
alongside me. Here we go. 45 seconds into the game. Apologies, had a few problems connecting to the server this afternoon. But we are off and running here at Buxton. Chorley versus Buxton this afternoon, Ewan. Unchanged team from Andy Priest's side from the team that drew 1-1 against league leaders South Shields on Tuesday night. And just Joe Nolan in. Once the subs bench in place of Stephen Drench. Ewan, it should be an interesting game against another full-time team this afternoon.
It should be, and obviously, probably, I think a lot of people have said that was one of Charlie's better performances this season in that 1-1 draw against South Shields. You could probably say that Magpies may have been unfortunate not to come away with a win, but I think it's also important to note that Buxton have come into this game without making a change from their 2-0 win on Tuesday away to Darlington. So both sides have come into this game with a lot of confidence off the back of two good results for either team.
Yeah, in terms of what's the tail of the tape, it's been a disappointing season for Buxton as well, who's very similar to ourselves in the table. Full-time team, of course, gone full-time this season. It's not quite worked out from his Warren Clark on the ball. Once off Buxton, of course. Down the line, he travels all the way down left-hand side, looking to get the cross in. He does. It's very good in towards the penalty area on the head of Jack Sampson. Couldn't knock away Buxton defending low and behind for Joe Young, the goalkeeper, to come and claim it. But in terms of Buxton, they've had a lot of turnover in terms of personnel, players coming in. And hasn't quite worked out for them this season. So far, hasn't been well.
No, probably not where they want to be, but you can say the same about both sides here. Neither side would have expected to come into, March being in the position where they are. Charlie in 14th, Buxton in 11th. To say that both teams have sort of underperformed this season, but just want to comment there on Warren Clark down that left-hand side. He was excellent against South Shields, obviously running at Kane Sykes would have been today, and I think the Buxton right back today, and Ashton Mee's going to have his work cut out in trying to stop Warren from trying to create opportunities for Chorley. Max Wilson wins it back here for Charlie inside their own half, gives it to Calverley.
We've often talked about Warren after this season. He's always, as I've said, he's always been a steady Eddie. He's always an 8 out of 10, and in recent weeks, been really impressive. Warren, surely here though, have gifted the ball away to the Bucks in an advanced position. Johnny Johnston, who's going to be benched from behind, puts the ball across the field, cleared by Alan Smith. Taylor Kane. Just a little bit of key at the moment in terms of our own view, and it's similar system again, isn't it? Max Wilson sort of playing a bit further beyond the way you would potentially expect, alongside Jack Sampson in front. I think Andy Price has every right to stick with what he had Tuesday night again.
Yeah, definitely. I think it provides Sampo with that, support, which sometimes he's not had when he started as a lone striker this season. Warren Clark goes down and he's been fouled here. On the far left-hand side of the pitch, it'd be an opportunity for Jack Moore to swing a ball into the box. And I think one thing that we saw against South Shields was just how good Jack Moore's delivery was from set pieces.
Jack's delivery has certainly been hitting the mark of late, as long with his free kicks against, obviously, South Shields hitting the bar, Macclesfield hitting the bar. This isn't a shooting position by any means, but it's an opportunity that will knock on the door of Buxton and Joe Young in goal. The Buxton defence, it has to be said, Buxton's defence is certainly one of the smaller ones in the league. We've got Kieran Burke with his trademark dreadlocks. He's at the back. George Wolf's in there as well, but certainly not the tallest. We can see Mark Ellis has had success against Buxton in the past, and be looking to do the same again here.
It's good play by Warren Clark to win the free kick on the left-hand side as Jack Moore's over it and swing it in.
Yeah, over towards that post, it's towards Calverley and Ellis who are there. But never too much on it from Jack, and it's behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, just a bit too much loft on the free kick, really. It's Calverley who was closest to it in terms of Chorley, just a bit over his head as it went around the far post and went out for a goal kick.
It's a good start from Chorley, though, and they'll be hoping that really, obviously, it was a really valuable win for John McGrath's team on Tuesday night away at Darlington, who are, another team in that promotion mixer at this moment in time. But other than that, they've been very, very inconsistent. 20 players missing Saturday and 4. The Hawks is Kurt Willoughby, who's still behind us. I'm not sure whether it's suspension or whether it's injury related, but Kurt thought on his day, one of the best strikers in this league. Definitely.
Harvey Smith wins his header here, but it's going to fall straight to Douglas, who tries to play a ball down here to Johnson.
Well, defended Mark Ellis, he bobbled a little bit there in the surface, and he had to be was patient, didn't he, to not let the ball get away from him. And Johnston's the one playing that number 9 almost, and the one that I'm really got a close eye on is the former AFC filed man Luke Brennan, who was an absolute nightmare to deal with in the previous fixture. That's Tarmac Silverlands. The Buxton, 6 minutes into the game, half of the corner. First corner of the game. Going to be an Alan Swinger. Good afternoon to Alan and to LJ. Dad's done a stellar job today in the Mariner Suite. Lewis. Here comes the corner from Buxton all the way over, headed away by Taylor O'Kane. It's one for Owen German to try and chase. It does well, clears it all the way out towards Max Wilson. He's gone beyond Brennan first of all, but Will threw him in, I beg your pardon. Got back to cover it. It's really important that Truman did the fitness.
Yeah, a good piece of skill initially from Max there to get around the first player. I think it might have been Kieran Burton, and then Truman stepped across well just to force it out of play for a Chorley throw just in front of us here.
Down the line it goes from Harvey Smith. Jack Sampson's sandwich between Brennan and Burton. Brennan this time goes to hook it clear, and it's only as far as Owen German just gets a touch on it there in front of Connor Douglas. Now Sam Bird, even it's fair to say, it's slightly impressive in the last few weeks. Trying to get the ball forward towards Sampson's got to be careful with his footing. Does just that. Now okay, driving on forward, still going Taylor. Finds Max Wilson. Balls have gone beyond him. It's bobbling across the face of goal. Still there. So as Max Wilson goes to target. Hearing my question to you is, should Max Wilson do better, or should Max Wilson score that?
Maybe. I think it'd be harsh to say so. It's a good ball across the box from Jack Moore, and luckily for him, no one was there to attack it. Buxton can't really clear the lines, and it falls to Max Wilson, who does well to get out of his feet initially, and then he has to shoot very, very quickly whilst being closed down. I think it's difficult for him to get the ball under control. A bit of a slight bob as it came to him, but I mean, you say it's a chance that's gone missing for Chorley, but I do think it's harsh to say that he should have scored.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. Who this week and left, wasn't it? And you would potentially expect him to do better, Max, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is needs to be on target, doesn't it? Needs to be on target. It was on target, but you're asking him, can he find the far corner? Just Jack Moore receiving a little bit of treatment here from our physiotherapist, Daniel Tattersall. I didn't see what scores of it.
I think there was a late foot on him by Luke Brennan.
Merthyr Town have taken the lead against Bennymore Town, and AFC Filed find themselves goals behind. So Kings Lynn as the ball's back into other place. Oh, very nearly there. Calverley was making a nuisance of himself. Brennan trying to play it intricately, does well, gets it away and finds Keane Coleman. Brennan now again gets lucky there. More put a foot in, it came off of O'Kane and back in towards the penalty area. Goes Brennan across the face. His Buxton assistant manager there nearly goes down on all fours. He was, I think, expecting the net to bulge. He nearly fell over.
Yeah, that's where Brennan's at his best there when he's running at players. He gets round Jack Moore with relative ease. I thought he might have run it out a bit too far, but he manages to keep it in just for the byline. Puts a real good ball across the box, and unfortunately for him, no one's attacking it.
It's Carlton Ubazoni, the former Chorley man, getting the goal for Kings Lynn, his first for Paul Caddis' side. But yeah, Brennan there, I thought he got a bit fortuitous, but once he got himself through, I thought he did really well to decelerate himself down and to keep all in and then put the ball across the face. Just no one on the end of it.
Wilson's dispossessed. A bit of a strange back pass there from Kirby back to his keeper, but it works out and Young manages to get it under control.
Kirby's another one that has made a habit in recent years of scoring H's of a goal against Chorley. We did it in the last fixture between the two. He did it last season. He's done it here. Will they be hoping to keep him quiet today? Oxford City have taken the lead away at Southport. And of course, Ubazoni's goal for Kings Lynn. The only 2 goals to have gone in so far in National League North. And as I say, that Marine have just taken the lead against Worksop Town. Surely here, though, it's only on in 10 minutes, you and probably just about any of them.
Yeah, definitely. I think Chorley have looked more threatening on the ball, other than that Brennan sort of run through there. Chorley have looked like the team who are going to create a goal scoring opportunity. It's a bounce in the box there. It's another bit of poor defending from Buxton.
It didn't look like they were very comfortable with a set piece. The Harvey Smith goes down, nothing given. Then Brennan just tries to thump it on the switch across. He finds Douglas, who beaten away by Sam Bird. He's on the left, playing left centre half today in his back three. Goes to the diagonal ball towards Max Wilson, but what a difference postcode there in terms of ball finding the player, and no joy. Burton now for the Bucks down the line. No joy finds Jack Moore. He's got to be careful giving the ball away to Kirby. Truman finds Brennan. And Ewan, it's quite clear, isn't it, that they want to keep using that out ball as Brennan on that left-hand side.
Yeah, he's the danger man for Bucks, and it's quite clear to see the Bucks every time that they're trying to bring the ball forward, it has to go through Brennan, otherwise the attack sort of just ends and they go backwards. And it'll be over a free kick here for Buxton, about midway into the Chorley half. It's more of a crossing position.
And so, as you mentioned, Ewan, Brennan over it, the number 11. Then up there for John McGrath's team. Here he comes, swings it in. It's a decent deep delivery, but nowhere near it in terms of a Buxton player goes by and really pull that from Key coming and Max Wilson's bearing on down, still going all the way, gets it on target. Oh, and he's done so well there, Max, to get himself forward. He's driven, 40 or 50 yards. At one stage, it looked like a Buxton player may have to commit a professional foul to deny him. He gets it on target. I wouldn't say low and hard, sort of low and sort of try to place it beyond the goalkeeper, Joe Young's legs. On target, held by the goalkeeper. 1 o'clock, trying to get on the end of the rebound, Ewan, but no joy. And surely knocking on the door.
Yeah, definitely. I think really Max Wilson probably should have done better there and scored. Initially, it's a real poor touch from the number 10 for Buxton, Kean Coleman, allows Wilson to pounce on it and run through one-on-one. I agree with you. I thought maybe Coleman might have tried to bring him down, maybe stop the imminent threat, but he doesn't. He's on it's on Wilson's tail as he's running through. Maybe that plays a part in Wilson's mind. He tries to slot it past Young in goal, but it's saved by the feet of the Buxton keeper as Wilson's going to pounce on the ball here again for Chorley. He plays it out wide into Sam Bird. Bird making a sort of marauding run here from deep. It's going to be cut out though by Truman. Who sends it out for a throw in it with the first ever Sam Bird long throw today. We saw it many times against South Shields, and it put the Shields defence under pressure. Let's see how the Buxton defenders can try and cope with this.
Yeah, looking at a lot of the comments from Tuesday night, especially, and against the Sam Bird brigade at this moment in time, all the talk about these throws and the problems it cause. Here's the first one in towards the penalty area. There's 3 players on Mark Ellis there. We get it away only as far as German, who finds Bird, swings it in first time. Not a great delivery, that one. Wilson's still in there. He's managed to get it back to Jack Moore. He swings it back in towards the box. It's a decent ball, just 2 minutes on it. And into the hands of Young.
As you say, it took 3 Buxton defenders there to try and deal with just the threat of Mark Ellis, and yeah, they managed to get a ball away, but
Jack
not
Moore's
going to be able to do that every time.
Brennan Chorley's got to be careful. He's been caught. Buxton manager John McGrath not happy with that decision against his side. Southport have equalised against Oxford City. DJ Campbell Sturridge's opener. Turns the advantage has lasted long. So more again, another set piece opportunity, this time inside of the Chorley half.
Referee seen an infringement here between Jack Sampson and Luke Brennan, I think it is. Didn't really quite catch it myself, so I'm not too sure what happened, but I think the referee's just going to have a talking with the pair.
Comes that free kick from Moore towards the penalty area. It's been missed, and Mark Ellis, of all people's, high up in the terms of position, he was going to put the ball in first time. He for a second. Chorley 1, Buxton 0. Mark Ellis, more people behind it. Spins the cross in from the left-hand side. Buxton can't deal with it. Joe Young, a little bit weak for me, but it's on target from Sampson, on the money. 2-2 for Sampo. Chorley have the lead.
Yeah, really good play, that, especially by Mark Ellis. Obviously, the free kick comes in, it bounces to Mark. Initially, his first cross is quite poor. It deflects to Warren Clark. Warren does well to shield the ball, feeds it back into Mark Ellis. It's a great cross into the box. I'm not too sure where the Buxton defenders went to, but Jack Sampson's free, unmarked, centre of the box, heads it home. Too much power on the header for Joe Young and the Buxton goal to deal with it, and it trickles its way in the end into the bottom corner after he gets a hand to it. But Chorley deservedly so 1-0 up here.
Yeah, really good from Ellis as well. The first time crossing wasn't great. Came back out to him, and then he puts it in literally first time on the money. Sampson's not missing from there. Chorley, as you say, Ewan have the lead. 17 minutes into the game here at Victory Park. It's Chorley 1, Buxton 0. Jack Sampson 2-2 for the big man up front. Buxton, for me, have been second best. Chorley deserve that one.
Yeah, I think once again, I think what we've seen in the last 2 games, well, last 3 games really, is Chorley, whenever they're coming forward with the ball, are looking a lot more threatening in these last 3 games against Buxton, South Shields and Macclesfield. It looked like there's more chance of them scoring, which we didn't necessarily see in previous games before. There's a lot more of an attacking threat about Chorley at the minute. I think it helps Sampson having Max Wilson up there with him, someone to run off him whenever he gets the ball down and sticks to his feet. So the ball forward there by Buxton's going to be sent back to Matt Irwin by Jack Morris. A bit of an unorthodox pass back. Irwin deals with it because it's Mark Ellis and he just swings a foot at it and clears. But Kieran Burton with a very, very poor touch and it goes up for a Chorley throw.
Yeah, brilliant from Sampson again. Just what you want from your number 9, isn't it? The way that he just uses his neck muscles, the plumber, the keen fisherman. Surely he's number 9.
It'd be great confidence for Sampson, who's, let's face it, he's not had the most straightforward of seasons with many injury, blips in between. But it's great for him to, have a run of games now and get into a bit of goal scoring for him. Ball thrown down the line. Sampson's got men all over him there. Buxton try and clear it. Falls to Brennan.
And that's the sort of thing with Sampson. You know you're going to get a little bit like, listen, Sampo, I know him as well as anyone. He's a field. On the field, he's a brute. He's horrible. I don't know if you'll be familiar with him, but last year, the Alfreton striker, Jake Day, was an absolute, horrible striker to play against. And Sampson can be that guy when he's on song. It's the dirty work, doing the basics right. Surely deservedly in front, and now a chance from a long throw. This time Bird from the right. Officer just having a word with Andy Priest. I'm sure what about you.
Well, neither, but I just want to go back at Kieran Burton again with a real poor touch. Just allowed Chorley here to get, an opportunity from a throw-in, Sam Bird.
I think he's having a word about Sakana, one of the Chorley coaches. Stuart McShane, the kit man, actually. And he's booked Stuart McShane, the Chorley kit man.
Not too sure what for, but I assume something was said. And it goes from Bird into the box.
Get that
He's
all
heading
the way
away. I
over.
think that Brennan.
One header from German. Oh, he's dropped it again, Joe Young. Not convincing from the goalkeeper. But well, yeah, on Tuesday night it was Matty Swift, and tonight, this afternoon, it's Stuart McShay.
Joe Young sends it forward here for the Bucks. It's going to be met by Harvey Smith in the air. He heads it up.
Goes Harvey with a long ball over towards Sampson. He's got the better of Max Bardell. Bardell just trying to put a foot in there, Keane Coleman. That time goes over for the Bucks and it wasn't particularly convincing. And maybe that's a little bit what you're going to get with this Buxton team. There's a lot of youth in there, a lot of experience. There is probably I think Burton is probably the oldest player in the team for the Bucks. And hitting there on Sampson, I thought it was definitely a decision for the linesman to make because killing it from where we're saying there was a bit of an arm swing there,
Yeah.
no? Not sure by who.
We see it every game though here at the minute, don't we? Lines seems like a lot of the assistant referees in this league don't like to intervene with stuff like that. Smith takes his throwing shot this time and Moore sends a diagonal ball.
Thought we just needed a bit more of a swing in the cross than a diag. Taylor O'Kane's done well there. Good defending actually from the number 16 Ashton Mee. Pressure
Coleman's
again
forced
here
to
though,
go
Shield.
back.
Now Ellis trying to find Max Wilson. Cowley's on the end of it, of course. Now Sampson in towards Wilson. Surely building again here. Taylor O'Kane now over on that left. On the line, he travels Calverley, knocks it off of the 24 Colin Douglas. Surely got another throw.
Yeah, in the minute it's just one-way traffic at the minute with Chorley just attacking Buxton. Every time that they try and get the ball forward, there's a poor touch or a loose pass, and Chorley are able to regain possession. Another opportunity for Sam Bird to get the ball into the box, and
Birdie again. Bird really is the word at the moment for Chorley. Here he comes. It's quite a bit flatter this time towards Ellis. Wide of the post, of course, the throw goes directly in without the touch. It will count.
I think Harvey Smith's having a word there with Sam Bird. Maybe just try and angle his throw-ins a bit more centrally rather than straight on the front post. Try and get it a bit more in the box.
Joe Young rolling it, he's touching it, he's taking his time. Good lines from there, Yilts running for lines. Well kick from Young. Then it gets past halfway onto the head of Ellis. It was clearly pushed, but nothing given by the referee. Then a clear push from Warren on Sampson, nothing given there.
Once again, though, it'd be another Chorley throw. Smith's going to let it run for Bird to take again. It's just allowing Chorley to get in the rhythm at the minute. Buxton not really offering much of anything attacking-wise, so Chorley are just allowed to control the game.
Come Bird again. Wide right, closest to us. Here he comes. More loft on this one again. Ellis the target. Andy Priest that time not happy with Sam Bird in his throw. I think he's saying to him, we need to keep it inside of the play. You want it to be inside of the goal
goes back to
outside.
what Harvey Smith was saying to him before. Try and get it a bit more centrally rather than right on the sort of front post.
Really pull that again
I
from
do think
Buxton.
there, though, there was maybe an opportunity for Mark Ellis to maybe get onto it and he ducks before it went out. I'm not, obviously, I can't really tell, but our angle here did look as though there may be an opportunity there for the experienced centre-half to get a bit of a flick onto it, but
I think if you put it inside of the goal, that gives you more of an opportunity for an arrow, for a bounce, or for a ricochet or a deflection down the line from Bird. It's onto Max Wilson, Taylor O'Kane, and Warren Clark trying to pick up pieces. Warren's got it. It's a really lofty delivery. Burton's has to deal with it. He's not doing very well. Calverley's going to let it go for Calverley. Thought we're going to get free kick. Going to take the throw instead. Birdie's going to come over again. What I would say in this instance, though, 25 minutes into the game, is it's important surely get the second here because Buxton at the minute don't look like they can deal with it. We've got a few shakes of the head around those. Surely need to see the blood and take advantage, don't they? Here comes Birdie again in towards a penalty out punch from Joe Young. Onto the chest of Max Wilson, back out to Birdie before deliver across here. He's being caught there by Kirby. Deep crossing towards the penalty area. Save. And Joe Young's gone down as well. Sure, was it Ellis or was it Sampson?
Sampson with the header.
Final header.
Looked like Sampson anyway, but the Chorley fans behind the goal are chanting Ellis again.
There's looking somebody here, the left wing named Smith. Just keep your eyes on him. Vincent Ricard. Roundest.
I mean, he's pointing at someone. He's having a word with Coleman whilst he's put the card back in his pocket, so I'm not too sure, though.
He definitely booked someone.
Yeah. Long ball down the line again. It's headed away by Smith. There's a header by Truman. Johnson's tried to turn him behind here. He's cut back onto his left. Shots, good save. Oh,
And how
really great save.
He could have put it anywhere in the goal. And he's gone straight at Matt Irwin. It should be level, Ewan.
Yeah, I can't quite. I don't know if you can tell, Pete, who had the second shot there. I couldn't really tell. It might have been number 24, Connor Douglas, but initially it was good work from Johnny Johnson to turn Harvey Smith, then get past Mark Ellis, shot at his left foot. It's a good save by him, and it fell straight to the oncoming Buxton attacker who had all the goals to aim at, like you said, Pete. He headed it, and he just headed it straight to Matt Irwin. He managed to smother it down on the goal line.
I can't believe he's not put that in. Put it quick. I can't believe he's not put that in. I think everybody in the ground thought the goal was at his mercy. It was almost like he'd give.
Well, yeah, we went a bit quiet on comms then, because we just thought the inevitable, ball was going to hit the back of the net, and then when it didn't, it was a bit more shock than anything else.
I think Mark Ellis, who was booked.
Ball played down the line. Wilson lets it go. He knew he was offside.
Warren, he's trod on the goal. He's just footing a little bit behind Max Wilson, who's been alive. YFL surely so far. Crosses the ball in from deep again. Taylor okay this time on the end of it. Another Chorley throw. More shapes to the head from Buxton.
Some of these crosses today from the Chorley players have been really good. There's been, we saw Mark Ellis's for the first goal, and then we saw Sam Bird moments ago with a great ball into the box. And yet again there, Max Wilson, great ball. Maybe not the target you want it to go to. Maybe you want it to go to Sampson rather than O'Kane. O'Kane battles to try and win it, but it's a header away though by Buxton. It'll be yet another long throw on this near right-hand side from Sam Bird into the box.
Don's have a penalty against the limits, and referee Liam Smith is now giving a yellow card to Luke Brennan. I'm speaking too much. Yeah, bit of a weird one. I must have just said something close to the referee. Here comes Sam Bird again. Long throw in toward the penalty area, dipping, ducking, diving. Wilson's there. Kirby's there to loop it clear. Bird, sorry, in the end of the header. All bounces from Kirby. Very unlike Buxton, just decides to lump it clear. The visitors are under pressure, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, said it, other than that sort of chance that they had before, they've really struggled to create anything at the minute. But I mean, you can say that they should definitely be level with the chance that they had, but Chorley have just managed to pin them in their own half for the vast majority, probably like 95% of this first half here.
Post again. Oh, Buxton trying to get away on the counter. Here comes Douglas. Drops him down the post. It's up the post. Rebound, one
What a
save from
save.
Matt Irwin. Unbelievable from Matty. Keeps Chorley in it. Gets a bit of a high five and a clap from Harvey Smith. And once again, it's Irwin to the rescue.
I'm not too sure whose shot it was that hit the post initially, but bounced off the post. It rebounds straight to Coleman, I think it was. And it's a great save by Irwin to send it behind for a corner.
Again, it's low in here. What a save that was, Ewan,
I
from
know, yeah.
Matt Irwin. How many times has he done that? Not just this season, but over the course of his career with the Magpies. It was a fantastic save. Buxton still alive in this, though. They've got a corner kick to come in from the left. Here he comes. It's a really
Poor
positive.
corner. I think it's going to go out for another one, though.
Another for the front, Buxton to come in. From that net. It can't really be any worse than that first one, can it?
Of course. I mean, Kirby's still offering the potential to go short here.
Come again. With the front post and ducking and diving, bobbling all around in there. You get very nearly, not for the first time, just into the Magpie nothing.
Yeah, yet again, I think Buxton should probably score there. It's the number 5, George Ward, who got the winner in the reverse fixture in the 97th minute for Buxton. I'm not sure if he knew about the ball really. It looks as though it hit him on the back, and then Irwin's able to gather it. There's a foul there by Brennan. No, it wasn't Brennan, sorry. It was Johnson on Smith.
So surely it just feels like a bit of a period of consolidation here. Buxton is trying to fight back a little bit at this moment, so I'm trying to get himself back into the game. It does feel like they're very much under a lot of pressure. But they've had 2 or 3 moments, haven't they? Being so it's in half an hour where they come very close to getting back on themselves.
Yeah, definitely. As the ball's sent forward there by Irwin, it's headed away with relative ease. Sandberg comes across well. Brian Clark's got a foot race on to try and keep it in play. He does, but it'll go out for a goal kick.
Some of the other goals elsewhere in the National League North as they go in. Darlington have missed from the spot. Radcliffe are down to 10 away Bedford. That's as it was in the moment. Surely goals in the good here after Jeff Sampson's opening.
Kirby does well there to get away.
Brennan felt he'd been fouled there by Harvey Smith, and so did the members of the Buxton technical area. Ewan finds Smith, Brennan coming towards him. He's got a bit of pressure on. Sampson's there if he can find him. Ahead. Yeah. Good forward. The box. Look for a ball from Coleman, gets nowhere near it. Headed on by Bardello as far as Max Wilson. Plays by Bird, no advantage given, no foul given. Wilson again that time. What? Apologies if you can hear any background noise there.
I mean, it's a definite foul initially. He swipes Wilson's feet initially, and then
And
brings
it's not
it back.
foul for the first
I
one,
know,
and he
yeah,
allows
he
it to
brings
go.
it back for the initial foul, doesn't he? So Moore's got an opportunity here to swing the ball into the box. Ellis and Co are forward as per usual.
Yeah, so I don't think that they can have much of a complaint about that, especially after the first one and the second time on the third one. Here comes Moore once again in towards the penalty spot. Claimed by Young.
It's a good kick that from Young.
Once it long, good defended by Sam Bird. Moves up the kick back. Walker's been asked to warm up by Andy Priest, 35 minutes into the first half. Well, Buxton, just for me, give them the possession far too easily.
Yeah, but as you say, Tom Walker been sent out to warm up. Andy Priest is certainly not happy about something at the minute, despite his side being a goal to the good. He's shouting a lot at his players.
Interesting front for me, I think it's like
Down the line it goes, it's cleared away by Buxton.
and they're being pulled by Burnley. Afraid of having a handful, is he? When he's been at it all game so far, whether it be Wilson, whether it be Moore, whether it be Cowley, whether it be Sampson, he's been at it all game long.
Yeah.
Young, long, towards Harris, who gets a good head on that, on towards Max Wilson. Jeff Sampson will take it down.
Got to be careful there, Samponi loses it.
Harris this time does well. It was almost like a repeat of what happened at against South Shields on Tuesday, wasn't it? There, and Ellis did really well, I felt, to read the trajectory of the ball. So Bardell with the throw for the Bucks down the line. He goes towards Marquez. He puts it back towards Bardell. It's a really poor clearance. Sampson's got it. Got to be careful with his footing. Buxton again living dangerously here. Eventually go long towards Johnson.
More than well there to step across and clear the ball for Chorley.
You can see
German's got a
here
bit of time about him.
all the time in the world there over German to get the ball under. And surely just really, really poor from Buxton. Once again, can't get the ball clearance. The basics, great play from Sampson. He's going to go for a goal from 30 yards plus. The idea was there, the execution.
Yeah, I mean, why not have a go? We had a bit of a yard of space, which he found when he turned it onto his left foot. It's really poor execution, though, by Sampson's high standards, and it sort of just drags wide at the near post. As we keep saying, though, Buxton, whenever the ball's in the air, are really struggling to clear the lines at the minute. I'm not too sure what's going on. It's every time they try and put the foot through the ball, they're just slicing it up into the air rather than away. Forward it goes from Young. It's headed away by Ellis again. And goes down. There's a late challenge there from Calvley, and Calvley will get booked for that.
So the book and Andy Priest is furious.
Charlie fans around us aren't happy with it, but I do think the referee's probably got that one right.
Frustrating with Cal was because, he was sent off on Tuesday night with the second yellow. He cut off the yellow cards at the end of the season is 15, and I think that takes something probably up to 10 or 11 now. So, there's 10 or 11 games left to go. I'm not saying that any player should be getting a card every other game, but Calvary of recent weeks he's been getting an awful lot of yellow cards.
Yeah, and it's not as though he's not gone for the ball. He's gone for the ball. He's just late, and he ends up swiping Burton out from underneath his feet. As Ellis heads the ball away from the free kick.
Loose one here for Chorley. I'll tell you one player who hasn't really got into the game is Connor Kirby so far. He's given the ball away there. Good play from German and then O'Kane both to get in. And
Wilson goes down, no doing from the referee. Clip forward from Kirby. It's going to try and be marshalled out here by Harvey Smith. And it goes out for a goal kick. Good defending there by Smith.
Yeah, solid, assured defending from Smithy there. Gratefully go back to Matty in goal and ticking on towards the half time here, and surely could get another one. Feel like it'd be very difficult for Buxton to get back into it, especially off the basis of their first half display so far.
Forward it goes from the Ewan goal kick. It's headed backwards rather than away by the Buxton players. Headed on though by Clark to Max Wilson, who's offside.
Joe Young at the goal for the Bucks. Gets it quite flat, looping towards Burton. Calvin gets on the end of it. Sampson now trying to get away.
Play
Just
there by
brilliantly to
Sampson.
find Max Wilson versus Max Bardell. Can he take him on?
He's gone down holding his face here, Max.
Yeah. Like he's holding his eye.
Mm.
Referee Liam Smith is unmoved.
Still sat down here, Max. It's definitely his eye which is causing an issue. I'm not sure whether there was a trailing hand from Bardell which may have caught him in the eye as both players were going at it near the touchline.
It's like he's struggling there, Max. Telford have taken the lead away at Scarborough Athletic in Bridlington. Adam George with the opener there for Kevin Wilkins' team. AFC Fylde equalised against Kings Lynn. It's an own goal set up by Danny Ormion and John Ustabasi. Max Wilson back up on his feet. Max up on his feet. Still kind of blinking and flicking his eye. From Sunbird once again, long towards Ellis in the penalty area. He's the target, heads on. Harvey Smith heads it in the back of his head. Oh, it's just that's all. Getting how close was that? Matter of inches, maybe another 5 or 6 inches. That was in for 2-0.
Yeah, that's the plan though. In the thrown into Mark Ellis, he wins the flick on. And then Harvey Smith gets there in front of the goal. That's exactly what Chorley will have been planning. Well, Sam Bird will have been planning with his delivery. It's really good. Good flick on by Ellis. Smith gets there, but he has to try and loop it over Young, and instead he just gets a bit too much height on it, and it hits the top of the goal.
They want for them to chase after Max Wilson. Chasing and Joe Young boots it out of the stadium, and Joe Young's having a few stern words with Max Bardell after that. 43 minutes and 40 seconds of the game gone. Surely finishing the first half with a flourish here.
Definitely, and this is what they need to do. I think we'd have to say that a second goal in this for Chorley would really, help him get closer to the finish line, even this early on in the game, just before half time. Sam Bird over yet another long throw.
Birdie. The opportunity to test Buxton's back line. Here he comes, Birdie, towards the penalty area. Smith and Ellis are there. It bounces in the box, booted away, cleared by Kirby. Warren Clark heads it back towards Kirby again, who again just puts a foot through it back to the head of Clark once more. Once again, Buxton not playing the lines particularly well, just gifting the ball back to Chorley. Yeah, again, another opportunity from a throw for Chorley, and even Sam Bird can find the box from there if he really wants to. He's done it before, but he won't this time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you still have an opportunity to send it quite far down the line, though, Bird, yeah.
2 added minutes at the end of this first half, Ewan. But surely I think we're pretty happy with the overall display. Young trying to get one going quickly for the box onto Johnston. Plays it out wide to Brennan, and Smith again this time. Easily survived. He stops it clear out for a throw inside of their own half.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm a bit puzzled as to how it's only 2 minutes added on. I think there's been quite a few breaks in play, but just the 2 minutes given by the fourth official.
Certainly agree with that. Ewan.
Moore's going to break here for Brennan on the left. He's got a bit of space here. The Buxton number 11.
It's a little bit too much for me. Now finds Burton on inside, takes it inside himself, swings the ball in. It was more of a cross than a shot.
Yeah.
A bit more zip on that. It was right into the far corner. You feel the worst at one stage there, but comfortable for Tscherewik.
Bounces here. They've let it bounce again here. Buxton. It's going to fall into Sampson. He sends it out wide into Jack Moore. Moore with a bit of space. He's going to try and put a cross in. It's a poor cross and it goes straight out of play for a goal kick.
Ewan, probably expect referee Liam Smith to blow his whistle. Takes this kick. And like I say, pretty impressive display from Chorley. I don't feel like they've found the gear just yet as well, which is an encouraging sign. Shall see if I Warren Clark, if he can keep pushing towards the other again, he's come out of his box. Kieran Burton can't get there in time, and maybe, just maybe, no, that will be it. Will be up to 45 of the game. Jack Sampson with his second goal in as many games, the difference maker at the break. Surely on top, Buxton lacking it a little bit. Haven't found the cutting edge, haven't found the rhythm at all. Surely, maybe a little disappointed they haven't added a second, but Ewan at the break, Surely 1, Buxton 0, and we'll be back very shortly. Well, a warm welcome back, everybody, for the second half of this afternoon's game here. Showing what Buxton with the nil. Jane, right from Andy Priest's side, talk us through.
Yeah, Jack Sampson's come off for Tom Carr. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but Sampo was walking out the tunnel alongside our physio Dan Tattersall, so maybe a little knock or a little niggle that Sampo's undergone in the first half, which has meant that Tom Carr's going to have to come on in the second half. So it'll be an interesting dynamic to see whether it'll be Carr and Wilson up top, or whether Carr will be a bit more of a lone striker on his own.
Yeah, we'll have to see on that. It'd be a shame if Jack Sampson is on the sidelines for a little while. Just slowly get the game back underway and doing, I guess, more of the same, if you please, in the second half from a Chorley point of view.
Yeah, definitely, but I don't think we can ignore the two big chances that Buxton had. They need to try and sort of shut out Buxton a bit better when Buxton are running directly at them, as though Johnson was going to try and get the end of a long ball there, but Harvey Smith gets back in. He's done really well there, Harvey Smith, and eventually he clears his lines all the way up to Max Wilson. There's a push in the back there, and Max Wilson plays hard to continue. Passes made out wide here to Jack Moore on the right. Moore into Max Wilson.
Wilson again has just been a burst of bundle of energy all the time, and he's done it again there. He's beaten Burton all the way through. Still
Really
going,
good
Max
play.
Wilson. Brilliant play. Warren Clark's at the back post and he heads it over. But it was all about Max Wilson again. Brilliant play from the Preston North and midfielder, and very nearly set up Chorley's second half.
Yeah, really good play by Max Wilson at the right. Kept battling then until the very end, and then eventually managed to get it past Burton. He weaves his way around him, crossing into the box. It's a bit too high for Warren Clark to maybe direct, and in the end, his header goes just over.
Buxton again. Keeps the ball away in midfield. It's Owen German. This time he plays the ball long towards Clark again. Tom Carr's in there, making a nuisance. Warren Clark trying to settle down. Still keeps the ball in play just about. Carr has the ball, finds Sam Bird. Brilliant play from Birdie, awareness to find Warren Clark 1v1 down the left-hand side. Good defending by the number 16, Ashton Lee, and it will be a short throw over on this near side from where we are sat. And once again, you a good start to the second half from Chorley.
Yeah, it's a great start to the second half from Chorley. They've come out with the intensity, which Buxton seems to be lacking once again at the start of the half.
Feels like Chorley really, really up for this today. You and obviously Dalton are good in the driving seat at the moment. Any minute. A minute looking like more likely to go and grab a second. Here comes the throw from Bird. The goalkeeper hesitates. It's over the top from Mark Ellis. He says it should be a corner. The referee, Liam Smith, says goal kick.
Positive signs, though, yet again. I think it's the third Sam Bird long throw in a row where Chorley have made the first contact. Yes, it wasn't a great contact in the end from Mark as it goes over the bar, but Chorley are winning these aerial duels at the minute inside the Buxton penalty area.
Douglas heads it on towards Johnson in a foot race with Mark Ellis. It should beat now to it. He has done. Down the right hand side he goes, Johnny Johnston. And he kicks the goal. All wrong. And at the moment, that sums up Buxton's afternoon.
It's not the first time today at all that a Buxton player just miskicked the ball. I'm not too sure whether it's the condition of the pitch. Maybe I'm being a bit too kind by saying that, but it's been a good 5 or 6 times where a Buxton player just completely miscued their attempts at kicking the ball today. Burton with a header in behind it.
Chance
It's gone all
here.
the way through to
All of a sudden,
Johnston.
Johnson, good
Oh,
save
that's a
from
poor
Ewan. He should
finish.
do better. He really should do better there, Ewan. Your view on that from Johnny Johnston?
Well, initially it's a goal kick from Ewan. It's headed all the way back by Kieran Burton, and Johnson's found himself through one-on-one. All the goal to aim at, and he's hit it straight at Matt Ewan, who, in the end, it's a good save, but it's a save that he should make.
He spread himself well there, Matt. It has to be said. It was a poor effort from Johnson. He has to do better. At the minute,
Three golden chances, though, now, which Buxton have missed.
These words out of my mouth. That's been the issue, is that they've had 2 or 3 golden opportunities to get back into the game, get on the score sheet, but they just haven't taken them. We're very nearly in the chance there for Max Wilson by a ton of fire. It looks like it on halfway anyway.
Yeah, just TC unable to get the ball to stick as the ball was fizzed into him.
Look at goals elsewhere in National League North at the moment. It's Alfreton Town 0, Peterborough Sports 1. That is absolutely huge game down at the bottom. 22nd place, 23rd.
Forward it goes from Buxton. Mark Ellis wins the aerial duel. It's given to Sam Bird, who falls on the ball, just though he may have handballed it, but in the end, the linesman puts his flag up for a throw-in. I'll be honest, I do think Sam Bird may have handballed that, but
I think he got
got
away
away
with
with
one there,
one.
certainly. Spennymoor Town have got one back against Merthyr Town at Penydarren Park. It's 2-1 to the Martyrs. Elsewhere, Macclesfield have taken the lead away at Curzon. Ashton remains a goal to nil here. Max Bardell's hand is all over Tom Carr's face.
Free kick given against Owen German here in midfield.
An awful lot in that for me personally, Ewan, but Bucks will look to try and take advantage here.
Brennan over it.
Ibbotson getting himself warmed up for the Magpies. A minute off. Let's see where the next change is going to come from with a little flat delivery here. Brennan is very flat, headed away by Ellis. It's going to come all the way to Keane Coleman. The shot comes in. Still alive inside the penalty area, and Sam Bird it was, no. Owen German, sorry, who just put his foot through it. Could have gone anywhere, that Ewan, but it probably out for a Buxton corner, and danger signs a little bit here.
Chorley just couldn't clear the lines with the initial ball into the box. Ellis heads it away. It's a shot from Coleman. I think it comes off the foot of Smith, and then he struggles to clear it. A bit of a scramble, and German does the right thing and just puts his foot through it, but concedes a corner in doing so.
It's swinging corner. Brennan's going to take it, but not before the referee has a word in there.
He's having a quick word, I think, with Taylor O'Kane.
Pushing, shoving, pushing. Brennan over it, far side. Hands are up. And it goes. Headed away by Ellis. German hooks it away clear, and Tom Carr's being pulled from pillar to post here. Just look and get a decent contact in it, maybe a counter surely. It's not great. It bounces kindly to German. Now Max Wilson can try and set through Tom Carr.
German's been winded there with a bit of contact onto him. Bird with a throwing down the line.
Apologies at the minute, we're just impeded. Can't see.
Foul in there, but as you say, our view is completely obstructed at the minute. Will be a Chorley free kick.
Thanks for that, Ewan. Some supporters deciding to just perch themselves 6 inches away from me on the top of the staircase, which have safety. Great, but Well, I've got the eyes of Jack Hall. Who's going to deliver it. Looks like he's got kick votes with this. Going to whip this one in, find the head of Mark Ellis and score. Nesting into the bottom left-hand corner. Let's see what happens next.
Well, we certainly hope so, won't we?
It's towards Mark Ellis. He gets his head on it. Not quite.
Not
Not
quite how
quite.
you imagined, yeah.
Not quite. It was a good shot from the commentator there, if I do say so myself. But not to be that time for Ellis. Long ball for Kirby. Towards Johnson. He's back away with Moore. He tries to push Moore away.
Yeah, it's a jolly throw. Just going to watch here the amount of contact that's going to be made on Tom Carr and Warren Clark.
Bardell all over Tom Carr. I don't think it's a case of Tom Carr needing to be stronger either. I just feel like they've got strong hold on him. The referee's not willing to take any real charge of him. Brennan now for the Ducks down the left-hand side, travelling well. Takes a touch inside, waits, finds Will Truman. He's going to open up his body, go for goal. It's coming off of Mark Ellis. No real conviction in that effort. Go back into the net to find me, bounces, and it's comfortable for Ewan.
Ewan takes his time with the ball in his hands.
Towards Wilson, it bounces unkindly for Chorley there, and the feet of Truman. Calvin's got to be careful with his feet, obviously being on a yellow. Warren Clark tries to nip in, and now Taylor O'Kane. Warren Clark go in, brilliantly win the ball back for Chorley. Here comes Clark down the line, finds Tom Carr. Down the line, here goes TC, 1v1. Puts it across the face, not dealt with just yet. Not the full kindly for a Chorley player. Buxton, breathing a sigh of relief, he can clear themselves.
Yeah, the captain Connor Kirby's done well there to come away with the ball for Buxton. Brennan, on one of his runs again, he said he wants to go to his fullback in May.
Ellis under pressure from Johnson. He decides to take the safe option. Ewan, some strange behaviour to your right from Frank Palestine. You've got supporters who seem to be racing against each other across the stand. See that before?
No, neither. Max Wilson's gone down here, though, just on halfway.
Harry Ibbetson's taken one of his layers off. Is it a sign that he may be entering the frame, maybe in place of Max Wilson?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we've seen Max Wilson sort of playing as a second striker so far today, so it would make sense.
John McGrath is almost on the warpath at the moment. His side trailing by a goal to nil. Jack Sampson's opening goal, the difference as things stand. The word with his side is Andy Priest, Matthew Swift, I beg your pardon. Chris Anderson and Christian Hughes all take time to get a water. Harry Ibbetson is being stripped and ready, so pretty much on the hour mark. It will take a couple of minutes. Max Wilson is going to be replaced here, Ewan, by Harry Ibbetson.
Yeah, and once again, Max has put in another shift that we've been, used to seeing him do. Constant running.
Ibbetson hasn't had a goal in quite a while, Ewan.
I think if I'm right, it'd be the Marine game, wasn't it? When his last goal was.
Probably hasn't had as many minutes as he would like. Haven't started for quite a while. Obviously, the competition's there with Samson. Ibbetson's got half an hour here to try and stamp his authority on the game. And in fairness, when he's come on a lot of these games, it's when surely you've been in front. You haven't necessarily been in hunt for another goal. Now, a 1-0 dangerous lead. They'll want another one. Down the line from Birdie. Out of play, though. And
It's poor that from Bird.
Aston Reed's got it. He's taking himself another 5 to 6 yards. Goes down the line to find Keane Coleman. Sorry, Douglas, who swiped an arm back there towards Sam. Didn't make contact. If he did, could have been a very different story.
Another throw in here for Buxton, sort of parallel to the edge of the penalty area.
Picked up by Kirby, and Kirby's such a poor out for Chorley throw. On the line towards Ibbotson, who's in the
Ibbotson got his
bottom.
shirt pulled there all day.
Great
But
play by Warren Clark again. He's got 3 players around him. Has to be a free kick. It is.
yeah, I think the referees had to pick their 3 challenges, which all 3 of them were probably fouls there. So free kick just inside Charlie's half.
Birdie over this one instead. Jack Moore. Hold of it.
Oh. Putting on the ball here for Buxton. He's being closed down by Calvey. Calvey's got to be careful on that booking. Burton's done well to get around Calvey in. Still on the ball.
Slightly less clumsy, ball in towards the penalty area. It's falling kindly for the Bucks. Johnson's got
Well
it.
played. And it's a goal.
It's gone in. Buxton have got one back out of absolutely nothing. It's Kean Coleman who's got it. Ball is bounced, it dribbled, it fell kindly inside the penalty box, and eventually Coleman was there to apply the finish, and we are level.
Yeah, it's good, really good play initially down the left by the fullback and Kieran Burton. Eventually the ball goes into the box to Johnny Johnson, and he tees it up for Keane Coleman. Takes the touch and just rolls it past Matt Irwin to draw the Bucks level here.
Yeah, frustrating that because it feels like that was out of nothing really. It was the first real time that we got into the penalty area.
Mr. Harry though for Sandberg.
Taking the lead against Chester. Half an hour now. It's anyone's game to go and grab a winner. Into the box it goes, headed behind. It will be a surely corner. Buxton didn't do it particularly well.
Gilmore's going to go take it. It'll be an in-swing on this near the left-hand side.
You and Jack Moore, we've been so good in his delivery in recent weeks. Buxton haven't been particularly great from set pieces here. It comes lofted in, it's headed up. It's not great from Moore that time.
Oh,
good play from German. It's missed kick by Buxton player, and it will give an opportunity for Sandberg to trot over. Deliver a long throw from the left-hand side of where we are sat.
There's some tactical warm-ups going on here by the Buxton substitutes, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. Here goes Birdie in towards the penalty area. Cleared yet. Now it has been this time. That's better for Buxton in terms of the defensive clearance. And Warren Clark to the pressure from Johnny. It's forced to head it behind. All of a sudden, Buxton's tails are on.
Yeah. Kirby takes a quick throw here into Douglas. German gets across, okay. We'll pass back. Smith tries to clear it. Douglas runs in, but it'll go out for a Charlie goal kick. It does look as though the momentum is a bit more in the away side's favour now.
Yeah, it certainly swung a little bit, I feel, there. And the goal giving them an awful lot of confidence and feel. And I was really unimpressed with Buxton in that first half. It certainly come out with a bit more fight, a bit more endeavour in the second half. They've got the goal from nothing. You know, they had the chance in the first half to get one. Free kick given here with favouring Ibbotson. Well, a lot of those this afternoon, hasn't there, from the box?
Yeah,
Just
Ibbetson's done
careless
what you've
fouls.
got to do though there, and he's gone down and he's allowed the referee to make a decision.
A lot of these careless fouls. Then Jack Moore, just inside the Buxton half, towards the centre-ish. Moving towards the penalty area. Headed away. Oh, penalty area. Oh my God, that would have been the goal of the season, the goal of the weekend. Oh my God, Mark Ellis on the volley out of nothing, and now Buxton all of a sudden headed up the other end themselves. Ewan, what's going on? Brennan,
No.
left hand side, cuts inside, still going, goes for a goal, probably shouldn't have done. But Mark Ellis, oh my goodness me, how close was that?
So close from Mark Ellis. It hits the bar and bounces down onto the goal line. Obviously, no goal line technology at this level, but interesting to see just how close it was to going over the line. Real good connection though there by Mark Ellis, and as you say, it would have been one of the goals of the season had it gone in. Berger throwing down the line from the Chorley corner flag. It bounces, Bardell heads it away. Taylor O'Kane just puts his foot through it and forward it goes. Burton's got a decision to make here and he decides to touch it down and then give it back to his keeper. Sends it forwards. Moore wins it back. Here's Calvley trying to take it round Burton. Low cross, Kirby's there. Ibbotson gets a cross, but
did well there,
Buxton will clear the lines.
Trying to isolate Mark Ellis a little bit there, John McGrath's team.
Coleman. To Johnson, tries to give it back to Coleman, but Ellis steps across really well and Clark puts his foot through it. Game's come a bit end-to-end here.
Definitely has. This man on the ball here, Douglas, hasn't been a brilliant
Play there by Sam
does
Bird.
well there. Birdie finds Tom Carr. Birdie's then beaten by Will Truman. Certainly has got a bit of an end-to-end feel about it now. Both teams gunning for could be a winning goal. They're both going for it at a rapid pace, has to be said, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sort of for a good 3 minutes or so there, it became more of like a basketball game with it being end-to-end, but Buxton now just trying to keep possession a bit more, building out from the back. Here's Kirby, their captain, on the ball. To Johnson, it's a good turn there from the striker. He's shot, it's miles over.
Nowhere near that from Johnny Johnson. The right idea. Not meaning for going for it, but another test in there.
Owen's asking for a new ball and he gets given one. Goal kick by Ewan.
Towards the left-hand side, headed by Douglas, headed then by Ellis, who looks like being caught. German then puts his foot through it, one for Ibbotson to try and chase.
Brought down there by Burton, yeah.
Clear and obvious push in the back.
Bit of afters between German and Kirby there as well.
Has to be a booking for Burton, in my view.
I think so, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't think he has booked him in the end there, has he? But So it's more over the free kick, maybe a bit too far out for a shooting opportunity.
Swings the delivery towards the back stick. Harvey Smith's trying to get on the end of it. Pushed his body well. Thought it was a Buxton throw, but it's not. So he surely thrown.
That one against some bird over it.
Interesting goal at the top end of the table. It's Hereford 1, South Shields 0. In comes the throw from Sam Bird once again in towards the penalty area.
Should be a corner. Yep.
Is it truly corner? You're right, Ewan. Does that change things at the top end? Because I'm sure the AFC Fard are 4-1 to the good now against Kings Lynn. 3 goals in the space of 13 minutes. Filed currently top of the table.
Well, what a turn of form Hereford have had in recent weeks as well.
Hereford just 1 point away from getting out the bottom 4. Oxford, Hereford and Peterborough all winning this afternoon as things stand. Here comes the corner for Moore. He gets wrong again. Comes up to German. He's going to try and find Moore again. And
poor play all round there, really.
Yeah, the minute Oxford City beating Southport by 2-1, Hereford are going to the good against the league leaders, and Peterborough's beating Alfreton by 1-0. Alfreton 3 points behind Peterborough, 4 games in hand on Michael Gash's team.
On the line it goes.
Ibbotson to head on it, it's himself almost. Put a foot through it, Brennan. This time Jack Moore can't get a good clear contact. Burton heads it back in towards German. They're okay. And a bit of a quiet one this afternoon, I think, from Taylor.
Yeah.
Hasn't been as lively, especially in those advanced areas. Coming from deep, Warren Clark.
Good play
Here
there
he
by
comes in
Taylor.
that advanced area. He does well that time, Taylor. He's play on, says referee. Warren Clark. Warren Clark now on the left-hand side. Crosses.
Shoulder corner. Or is it?
No, he's put foot in there.
No, it is, yeah.
It is a corner, yeah. Surely trying to turn this through once again. You're in
He needs to be a
72
better
minutes.
delivery though this time from Jack Moore.
Goes deep this time, really deep actually. Towards the head of Harvey Smith, back in towards the area, headed up by Calvin Lee. It's over the top. Hereford 2, South Shields 0. Free kick this time from Sona. Tie the race is well and truly won. More. Finds Smith, the back. It's advanced towards Ibbotson, chested down. German beaten to it that time by Johnson. So Warren Clark tries to get in there to poor touch from Connor Douglas.
Good header. At least lets it go all the way back to Ewan. I'm not too sure whether that was his initial plan, but works out in the end.
AJ. Kick again from Ewan, headed by Burt, on towards German. Head tennis in midfield at the moment. Okay, trying to get a foothold on it. Under pressure, got to be careful, eh? Not seeing it lying behind. It's Johnny Johnson's in on goal. Yes. Quickly done behind Mark Ellis. She couldn't keep Johnson at bay, and the Bucks have turned it around. It's surely won Buxton too. Ewan took us through that.
Yeah, okay, gets dispossessed in the middle of the park. The ball falls to Connor Douglas. There's a good passing behind towards Johnny Johnson, and this time with his 3-1-1, he makes no mistake and finishes well past Matt Irwin, and Buxton are taking the lead.
Yeah, frustrating you because so much of this game surely have been on top. In a couple of little moments from Bucks, especially in that first half. The difference has been in the second half. Bucks have taken chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think on the balance of play with the chances that have been had in this game, you probably say that Bucks at the minute probably deserve the 2-1 lead.
Well, it's because they got the first one, and you felt there was an air of confidence in that. Once they got the first, well, they got the second away from home. Can they manage it to keep it 3 points, or will they have to settle for one? 15 minutes or so to find out. Ewan, what surely not do to get back into it.
So they need to sort of find. I think they need to find the rhythm that they had early on in the first half, where they were creating quite a few chances. They haven't really been creating many opportunities, other than that Mark Ellis volley in the second half. There hasn't been many clear-cut chances for the Magpies thus far.
German's going to fall away again, and Solomon trying to find Brennan out on the left-hand side. Smith is closest to him, putting him under a bit of pressure. Good play from Harvey. Brennan's trying to keep him arm's length. Or hooks it long towards Tom Carr, touches it down. Got to be careful here, Tom. Giving the ball away to Kieran Burton.
Yeah, it's a foul by Carr there, yeah.
Oh, I'm not happy with referee Liam Smith. Few chances here in the football league go from Buxton or placing that league position, I would say so. Free kick given against Buxton there. The free kick was delivered into the penalty area. You and the crowd has dropped a little bit here at Chorley, and can we somewhat understand that?
Yeah, it's just not been much to shout about really for Chelsea in the second half. Obviously, as I said moments ago, other than that Mark Ellis volley which hit the bar, it's been really all Buxton bringing it forward with opportunities and obviously the 2 goals. So the crowd has gone a bit quiet here.
Headed from Birdie on towards Ibbotson. He's trying to get him behind, found Somcar. Anywhere will do
For
from
Jack
Buxton.
Moore.
Ball in the area, going to go for goal deflection behind the corner. Truly rocking up the corner count this afternoon. 78 minutes gone. It's surely 1, Buxton 2. Subs in the offing. It's Adam Blayton who's going to come on next for Chorley.
See Jack Griffiths as well. He's ready to come on. Clipped in by Moore towards Ellis. It's gone over Ellis. He's complaining about being pulled, nothing given. And it's cleared away by Buxton. Brennan's going to try and put Bird under pressure. Bird swings a foot on it and he'll find its way to Jack Moore. Moore just sends it down the line. It's a poor ball forward by Moore and it goes up for a Buxton throw. Down the line, headed away by Smith.
Oof.
Foul
That'd
on
be a free
Carr,
kick,
yeah.
yeah. Little look if we can while we've got a second. The goal was elsewhere in National League North. Macclesfield have doubled their lead down into the goal for good against Leamington. Chester have levelled it up against Kidderminster Harriers. Marines 3, Works up 1. Merthyr have followed a 2-0 lead, 2-all against Spennymoor Town. In comes the ball for him. More in towards the penalty area. And led by Young in goal. Scarborough Athletic 1, AFC Salford 1, Southport 1, Oxford City 3. Griffiths and Blakeman, as you mentioned, you're going to come on for the final 10 minutes. Question is, for who?
Maybe he'll go back to a back four for the last few minutes instead of the back three, Andy Priest.
Finally, after a good 30 or 40 seconds, the Buxton physio was sent on. More precious time wasted by the host. Moore was one of the changes. The other is okay. Think.
Calvary.
Calvary on optional. Calvary. Bedford have taken a lead against Radcliffe. Another goal for the teams down towards that bottom end. In terms of that National League North table, as things stand, 4 of the bottom 7 are all winning this afternoon, Ewan. Kings Lynn, the only exception, along with Alfreton and Leamington, who are rooted to the bottom at the moment. It's now still yet continued play. Kirby's.
Yeah, it looks as though it's a back four now with Sam Bird slotting in at right back, Blakeman in at left back.
Header from Mark Ellis, all over Tom Bardell. With his neck almost that time.
Foul there by Ibbotson on Burton.
Yeah, and playing the dirty tricks department there for me, Ewan. Knew what he was doing. But when it goes against you, you get Drake to win it for you. You know, you feel a different story. And Albert and Buxton feel it. Well,
Joe Young in no real rush to take the free kick.
Flat delivery from John Jones. Straight out play. Cold kick. What Shaw's wanting is it's 9 minutes. 9 minutes plus stoppage time left to play. That Ewan takes it quickly, finds Harvey Smith. Now he pings it long towards Clara Ibbotson. Bardell on the end of it, gives the ball away. But Kane's trying to get the ball back to Buxton and get a bit fortunate that time.
Smith plays it into the feet of Griffiths. Is German. Poor touch though from German, but it'll fall back to Griffiths.
Griffiths haven't seen him for a little while, and for him it'll just be a case of what can I do in 10 or 15 minutes to impress the gaffer and ultimately try and get Chorley back into this game. Burton's clearance 4.
German's ball's poor as well there.
Douglas trying to carry the ball for the Bucks. It comes off of Johnston.
Clark. It's a good challenge though by Douglas.
Good play from Blake. That's Salmon. Maybe if Warren can get the ball, he can here down the left-hand side if he can keep on travelling. Some cars picked it up instead. Puts his foot on the ball, finds. Yeah, I think find Roots wriggling. He's done really well, actually. Now back to see the ball back into the penalty area. Supports the back post and the Burton.
Owen's got to be careful.
Burton was taking no chances, wasn't he? And he felt maybe he would have waited on that, but instead he decided to kick it out of play instead. And Buxton was saying, as long as they possibly can with this throw. Oh, taken down. And then in a 50-50. Getting a bit scrappy at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah. Chorley just need to try and get a foothold of the ball here, try and dictate the play as we go into the last 5 minutes or so of normal time.
Swift has gone and handed over the subs card, so surely it needs to be turned over or Lokovic or Tom Walker. Surely just can't get the door
Out
fit
here
and
for
all
a
this
Buxton
going on.
corner.
All the way out here, the job is out and rub his hands at that. Going to take in as long as they possibly can. I do keep swamping Walker. No, it's Tom Walker who's going to come on. And taking that from
Brennan
Hager
taking
as
his
forehand.
time.
I think that's going line ridiculous. That's, I mean, it's nothing about wasting time.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Now it's not Ewan run to take it quickly. Warren Parker's been replaced.
Walker's gone out onto the right and Griffiths has come over to this left-hand side. Ewan plays it short from the goal kick and Ellis is under pressure. He has to go back to Harvey Smith. Smith tries to put his foot through it, comes off Kirby and Smith eventually then clears his lines. It's a touch play by Sam Bird. Walker's ahead of him. He gives it to Walker, one-on-one here with Burton.
Just the ball across the face, not cleared. As far as Blakeman back in again from Blake's not overly convincing. Or a German clutching his face.
Poor clearance on that from Smith. Kirby touched it down, question about handball, but the referee shows no doing.
Ibbotson versus Burton. Burton again. Oh, keeping kicked there by Ibbotson. Giving in the eyes of the ref, and it's just peeping out a little bit here. Buxton again. Found a bit of space in behind. They can play it inside the penalty if they want. They have done, and Ellis is forced.
Another Buxton corner. They won't be in any rush once again to take it. It's that man Brennan again over it. Brennan taking his time. Swung into the box. It's headed away by Ellis, and it goes out for a Buxton throw. Interesting to see how much time will be added on here at the end.
He's 5 or 6 surely at the bottom of the championship. Blackburn Rovers beating Millwall by 2-1. Maybe now he probably doesn't know it. Robert Platt would be a huge result for his beloved Rovers team, led by Michael O'Neill. Thompson here in the corner.
Walker battles for it, but he concedes a throw. Oh, Griffiths gives it away. It's Coleman on the turn. Griffiths comes back in. He's fed it through inadvertently to Johnson. Shots blocked. Coleman again.
Douglas versus Blakeman down the right. Puts the ball across the base. Good hand by Matt Irwin.
Got
And
to
now
win the ball
whatever, isn't it?
forwards, Chorley. They've got to get it forwards. This is poor ball forward by Bird, and
Dare I
it goes out
say,
for a throw.
the levels in the second half, but surely just having it the same up front without Jackson.
No, definitely. I think you can certainly make that argument. I'd also double that by saying when Max Wilson went off as well. Seems to be a bit of a lack of presence at the minute in the final third. Throwing down the line from Burton, it's headed backwards by Bird, and Ellis heads it back towards Matt Irwin. Irwin, he's going to put his foot through this one, you'd think.
Yes, the 90's up, and there's going to be only 4 minutes added on you.
German with a header here into Ibbotson, who's offside.
He's being awarded man of the match. Sponsors fast Ben Morgan is Ewan Murray there because they've got around the ground for Warren being really solid.
Mm. Yeah, again, the usual sort of 7 or 8 out of 10 performance from Warren. Rarely ever puts a foot wrong.
He's kicked it long and pushing in the back of Walker and going for Buxton.
Johnson's gone down there holding his face for coming
Obvious.
together with Harvey Smith. It'll be a yellow card for the centre back.
Yeah. And it's on the edge of the area. Brennan's again. It's towards the corner. Very second left of the game, and I think we know the way this has ended now.
Yeah.
Walker that time left a little bit on Brennan. There we put the ball back towards Burton. This has to be the last chance for Chorley to get anything out of the game. Johnson's going to go towards the other corner. Buxton, I have to say, you have managed this lead very, very well.
Yeah, they have. It's gone out for a Chorley throw, though. Down the line by Blakeman. It's going to be cleared away, though, once again by Buxton. It's all the way through to Irwin. Will Irwin get an opportunity to send this forwards? And the referee's put his mouth to his whistle, and that's full time.
full-time whistle is blown here at the Grand Score Victory Park Stadium. Ewan Chorley 1, Buxton 2. Johnny Johnson out on his feet. The Bucks go home with all 3 points, and surely, had it been a goal in front, Ewan will probably be frustrated to have lost that one.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a tale of two halves today. Chorley were the better side for the vast majority of the first half, but I think in the second half, you have to say the visiting side, Buxton were the better side. And in the end, they had more clear-cut chances, and that paid dividends for the Bucks. To come away from Grantstow Victory Park with a 2-1 win.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you any more than that. If you'd have said at half-time Buxton were going to come away 2-1 winners, you'd have probably said no chance for the first half display. Having said that, though, Buxton, few chances in that first half that, they would ultimately have been really frustrated having not put them away, but they certainly made them count in the second half, and at least surely as they were in terms of position in the league table, nothing different. Yeah. On that note, we'll be back on Tuesday night, back at home once again, third in a row against Kidderminster Harrier of a big unit. You will be back in the Hull Seat on Tuesday night. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care. Happy to see you all.